So give us you touched on it just a second ago, but let's refresh it one more time. Give us a 5-minute full overview of Let's Roam today as it stands for the listeners. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Let's Roam started off as scavengerhunt.com, and we built that and built it up, and then we switched to Let's Roam for the branding perspective, have a really solid branding. And what Let's Roam is today, it's an app-led scavenger hunt. So we do scavenger hunts, ghost tours, bar crawls. In Denver, we have a dining membership, so you get 2-for-1 drinks across town. At a lot of these great bars, and it's only $9 a month. So you literally it pays for itself in just one use. So and then you've got all these different things, and the key thing is everything that we do helps these people explore, connect, and discover. So those things coming together, it allows you to push into new ways and understand your city. So with a scavenger hunt, you go spot to spot in the city, and you really do like. I just did one of our new scavenger hunts right at Union Station last weekend with my girlfriend and her family. Okay. And we learned so many things. I've lived on this street for like 2 years, and so many things about the city that we had no clue. And it's those kind of like moments, and at the same time, you're taking these wacky photos. So we get a bunch of people doing these date nights or first dates, but also proposals. That's one of my favorite things is when
really.
Yeah, we're doing one actually, I think this weekend for a proposal, and
cool.
These proposals are mind-boggling. But what's really cool too is not just the small groups, but we've worked with almost every major Fortune 500 for team building. So they love doing our team builder.
Okay.
It's super, super fun for them. And it gets them out exploring and connecting with their staff and employees, which builds that open communication, builds that all these great things together.
Great. Okay. So great. Is your target families and just regular people and friends, or is your target Fortune 500 companies that need to do team building, or both? You're just doing all the above?
It's interesting. So with our model, we really try to focus on, I think I learned this from Stripe, one of the big credit card processors, but we focus on the small people and not the large corporations, although we certainly make sure they have the white glove service. But we focus on people like you and me that go out with their friends, families, or a date, and it's great with kids. And by focusing on them, it allows us to ensure that our product is really, really, really good. Because you get people tell you, a manager or someone doing a corporate team builder with their company won't really give you the feedback you want. Yeah. But when you've upset someone doing it with their family, you know exactly why. You feel for them, you can empathize with them easier, and you can fix it easier, you can iterate. So an iterative process is our approach to the app. And when we first started, it was, to be honest, really, really shaky. But now we've got over 5,000 5-star reviews.
I saw that. I saw that. The online reputation is really strong. You guys do a nice job of highlighting that on your website too, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it helps to really take time to develop a great website. It's critical for these types of businesses.
So what I use this for, so let's walk through a couple of scenarios. Let's say my Riderflex team, let's say, so Riderflex, our recruiting firm, all of our recruiters live in different states. Let's say I flew them into Denver for our annual conference. This is an activity we could do, right? We could go on to Let's Roam and go like, hey guys, this afternoon we're going to do a scavenger hunt. And then it creates this team thing. And is it like you separate into like teams, and you're like, you find stuff and you're getting points, and it's like a competition type of deal? Or walk me through some of that.
Yeah, I guess I forgot the most important part. It's a competition with not only your team, you're competing against each other, but you're working with each other to beat the leaderboard, the city leaderboard, and get on the team.
Whoa. Okay. Now you're making it fun for guys like me who are a little bit competitive. Okay.
Yeah. So we get people like calling us up. A lot of our customer support calls are, hey, I just did this photo challenge. Can you give me a couple extra points? I need to beat someone. And we're like, you've got to get those yourself.
Okay. So it's fun and a little bit competitive. Okay. Now, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So if you're coming with your team and you're sending them in, we'd set you up with one of our event coordinators, and they'd just walk you through and tie in your core values or things you want the team to learn about. So a lot of our companies learn about new initiatives, or like GM was looking for how do you spark entrepreneurship within a large organization. So we wrote challenges that encourage that kind of information.
Oh, you can set up specific challenges for specific customers.
Yeah, and we do it. And even on the small groups, if you go on a date night, you get the date night challenges that are designed to specifically help you engage, connect with your loved one.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Now all right. I like that. So it's not a cookie cutter. Oh, we did the Denver ABC challenge. It's me telling you like, hey, here's what I'd like for Riderflex to focus on. And you guys tweak the scavenger hunt in a certain way. Am I hearing that right?
Yeah, and what's cool is since it's done with an app, is we can actually do we do questionnaires before the scavenger hunt a lot of times.
I see.
And then the questions are, okay, which two people are live closest to each other or grew up in the same hometown, and you have to talk with each other and get going together, and whoever can figure this out fastest gets the most points and wins.
Now, do you have employees running around staging like things to find in like spots, like physical, tangible items that you're pulling out of behind a wall or something? Or talk to me about that.
Yeah. So what's really cool is in our own hometown, there's all these different things that are right in front of us, and we don't really know it. So art, statue, history, all these great little hidden treasures are there. So we help you discover that and find them in your own city. So it's not so much finding a little trinket or something, which is neat, but it's much more interesting to learn something really interesting about either your teammates or the city.
I like the fact. So now you've said learning, competition, and relationship building and team building, all those together. I like that. Yeah, it's not a trinket you're finding. You're actually learning something you didn't know before. That's pretty cool. I like that. Okay.
Yeah, that connection aspect is massive for us. Is how do we best encourage connection? So with an app, a lot of times you're looking down and you're looking into the phone. That's the real trouble, actually. How do you have connection and form connection when there's this device making an artificial barrier between you? And to do that is very challenging, and it's through clever design and these type of challenges that use the phone not as something that's a part of the thing there, but it's not as something that's a focus, but it's just part of it, and it helps you as a tool to encourage these things and encourage it in that same way. So it's really fascinating to use something that has a stigma of taking and tearing apart relationships to bring it together and help people engage.
The Riderflex podcast features entrepreneurs, business executives, and the stories behind how they got there, as well as daily tips on career advice and job interviews. Our show can be heard just about anywhere these days, but you can visit riderflex.com and click on the podcast page to hear all the previous episodes and learn more about the recruiting and consulting services we provide. Contact us at the email address info@riderflex.com or 888-964-5876. Thanks so much for listening, and if you enjoy our show, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and like the episodes.